welcome to Eden's Secret. We're starting off with something a little bit different today. I've had this idea of doing a diagonal hanger swirl. I don't know if it's been done before, probably has, but I'm here thinking I might have come up with a new technique. It's something I've been going to do for years and just never got around to it. It's one of those images, a soap that flashes into my head over and over and over again. So I don't have a hanger, but what I do have is just some electric cable wire that I've stolen from John out of the garage. The only thing with this one, it's like a flat type, which will be quite good actually, but I need to know that I can get it into the soap flat ways rather than that way. I need it like flat side down, if you will. So basically all I'm going to do first off is I'm just going to clean it. So we're just going to try to straighten it out somewhat. It's going to be alright actually. So you don't need to buy a coat hanger to make a hanger tool. So we're just squirting it with isopropyl alcohol, which is commonly known in the soap making community as rubbing alcohol. So we're just going to clean until it is clean. And the way we'll know it's clean, as you can see it's not clean yet, is when we rub it, no muck will come off it. Actually, this is going to work really well, I'm pretty sure. I was lying in bed thinking last night, I haven't actually got a metal coat hanger, so what can I actually clean this with? What can I actually do a hanger swirl with? And I thought, a wire. Some electric wire. So it's still a little bit dirty. And it could just be the colour coming off it. Oh yeah, it's fine now. Right, so we'll just clean up the rest of this rubbing alcohol, and then we need our loaf mould to bend the tool into the right size and shape. So we'll just take our loaf like so, and then we'll lie the tool across the loaf. We can see that it needs to bend here, so we'll bend it there. And then we'll do the same at the other end. Across the bottom. It's a little bit, no, it's, yeah, it's actually a little bit curved in the center here. So what we'll need to do is we'll put it in the soap and go like this, lift it up, go across, lift it up a little bit, go across, lift it up a little bit, go across, and I'm just going to continue doing that until we get to the top of the soap. So this is a side-on view of our loaf of soap, long ways that way. So we're going to slide the hanger tool in down to about here, and then we're going to move it across the bottom, up, across, up, across, up, across, up, across, up, across, up, across, across. Probably won't be able to do it that many times, but that's basically what I'm going to do. So let's see if we can do that, shall we? Okay, so we have our moulds. I've actually made some dividers here, just out of cardboard. I'll give them a spray with rubbing alcohol, give them a rub, and then just let them dry. And I've made 2 for each container, like so. So they can basically just, I can throw them away when we finish with them, because it's not something I use very often. So I've cut those down so they'll fit perfectly into the mould, but I'm not going to put them in there yet because we're not quite ready to start making soap. The fragrance we're using today is Snow Faerie from the Soap Kitchen, and they don't seem to have Snow Faerie unless it's a seasonal one that they get in. They might have it now. If you can't get that one, Snow Pixie from Oasis Oils, exactly the same fragrance. It does discolour a little bit, probably to a light tan. So this is a green, a blue and a pink. You can see the pink, it has discoloured, but it's not bad. The blue, yeah, it looks a bit iffy, but it's not horrible. It still looks quite nice. So, and same with the green, it's not bright, vibrant like it was when I made it, but it's not a horrible discoloration. And if you didn't tell anyone, they wouldn't know. So the colours we're going to be using are going to do a neon pink and a neon orange, and then for the centre I'm going to have a black. Okay, so what I've done is I've divided the whole batch up into 6 containers. I've got 4 large containers with a kilo in, and then I've got 2 smaller containers. This is a 2 litre jug, this is the 1 litre Stewart jug. Half a litre in 2 of those jugs. The 2 smaller ones, they're going to be the black, and we'll have 2 pink and 2 orange. I just have to do it this way because my batch is, obviously I'm making 2 loaves rather than 1 loaf, so it just means double up on certain quantities and certain things to get the right quantity for each soap. Remember then that this is super concentrated, so I'm just going to try 1 teaspoonful. I do want it to be bright. This, I don't know, this is the image I have of this one in my head, and that's not bright enough, so I'm going to put another spoonful in each one. Because what you have to remember is the soap, when it saponifies, it's white, so white mixed with pale pink will be paler pink. I still think I want more. I might even put, I do want it to be very vibrant. Yeah, I feel like I need 4 in. So I still need to put another 2 in this side. Now if you were just making 1 loaf, you'd probably put all the fragrance just straight into the full batch in your pan. But I want to work on one first and then work on the other one. I'm a bit frightened this fragrance might accelerate. So dividing it up like this, I just think it'll be a better, safer bet. Because if it does thicken up and accelerate, I'm not going to be able to get that pipe divider, that hanger in there and do the design that I want to do. So that's the pink all mixed in. Now we're going to do the orange. and we'll probably not need as much of the orange. It's weird. Let's see how we go there, and don't worry about putting the pink into the orange, it'll be fine. So I think just one more spoonful of that orange will definitely do. So I just want to be on the safe side, and I'm going to put one more orange in each container, and then I know that'll be enough. So we needed 4 of the pink and 3 of the orange. Just pop those to one side. Now we're going to do the blacks. So I've just given my spoon a little wipe on an old cloth because I don't want anything to ruin this black here. So we'll probably need 2 in each one, because again, black mixed with white soap is going to make grey soap, so you need to make sure you've got enough in there. I think we'll be all right, because they'll need a little bit of a blend with the blender. So before we move on to the next stage, I just want to make sure I've got absolutely everything ready. So we're going to put the dividers in there. So you see, you know, some things you don't need to go and buy expensive dividers, just a bit of old cardboard will do, as long as it's nice and clean. So, and they're staying in place pretty well. They'll lift out pretty well as well. I wonder if I should just put my clips on. And then I'm just going to move one loaf out of the way, because I'm just going to work on one at a time today. The thing with the clips, they're great for holding the liners back, but you don't necessarily need clips, but they are good for this kind of thing. But once, obviously the clip has to go over the liner, so it would be sinking into the soap. So once you get to a certain height, you've got to lift the clip off anyway. But the clip's really handy in this instance for keeping the liner, especially as we're going to be pouring into a narrower tunnel here with these. So just want a narrow black line in the center. Doesn't need to be a great big fat line, but what we will have to do is just hold it as we're pouring like this with our fingers, but that's absolutely fine. Make sure we've cleaned the bottom of the cardboard properly, so no bits of the cardboard actually sit on the bottom of your liner. Right, so now we're going to mix our fragrance into our colours. So I need a pink, an orange and a black. So 2 separate whisks we've got. So we can just leave the black one in the black. This one can alternate between the pink and the orange. So put some pressure on your cardboard, make sure it's touching the bottom, and then we're just going to pour the pink into this side, not all of it, we'll just do it in tiers. Do the same with the orange down this side. And then pour the black into the center. Right, now we're going to take the clips off and we're going to gently lift these out. I know a lot of people, when they're lifting these out, they tend to scrape them. I'm not going to do that. Just going to come straight out with it and into the bin. Same with this one. Right, now I do want this extra in there as well, so we'll just pour a bit down the edge like so, a bit of the orange, and then the black in the center. As I say, I've had this idea in my head, I think, for 2 years. It's one of those soaps I dream about. They always look better in your dream though. So we're just going to go, which end shall we go in? down that side. So you remember the pattern I drew. We're going to go across the bottom, we're going to go up a tiny bit and across, up a tiny bit and across, up a tiny bit and across. So what I'm hoping is the pink will drag into the orange and the orange will drag into the pink. You see, we didn't get anywhere near the amount of drags that I was hoping for. And then out. Okay, so we're now just going to spoon on what we've got left. There must be quite a lot of soap butter get stuck to that cardboard because these should be full, these loaves, and they're not. So you see the first one I did's more solid than the second one. So it's as well I did what I did. Just want this going down the centre. I'm going to try and do a nice feathery design on the top. Right, And that's about it. That's the soap done. Yeah, I like the swirl. It's beautiful actually, the design on the top. So they are now just gonna sit to saponify overnight, and then we'll come back and cut them. I know I said I was gonna be curing everything recently, but I've ended up not bothering. Okay, right, we'll be back in a second for you to get this cut, and just cross your fingers again for me. I know I keep saying I'm not superstitious, and I'm not, so why do I say that? Anyway, we'll be back in a second. Alright, here's the soap unmoulded. I can't wait to see what we've got inside. Then obviously that's the side of the loaf. And then let's have a look at this end and see what we've got. Definitely looks like something's going on here. Can't see a lot in this one, but they'll probably be both pretty similar. It's not looking like it's as neat as I thought it would be, but yeah, I can't wait to cut into it. Oh wow. Oh, that looks fantastic. It's much better than I expected. Not quite what I expected. I expected all the lines to be finer, but I'm loving that. Very happy so far.
Decorated in town, among all the tinsel and lights, I'm strolling around, just wondering where you have gone to. Are you just around the corner or in Kathmandu? And whether
so I just thought you might like to see every slice and what they look like. Even that's pretty interesting, isn't it? Where it hasn't caught the black at all on the top. Okay, there we are. This is what the soap looks like, all finished, cut and trimmed, and you can probably see it has discoloured a little bit, overnight because it was yesterday that I cut the soap. Usually I trim the soap the same day as I cut it, but I didn't this time. And you can see how many different interesting, cool looking, unique bars of soap we've got from this one design. So hope you enjoyed this video, everyone, and as usual, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all for another video very soon from Eden's Secret. Don't forget to place a comment down in the comments section, subscribe, like and share, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.